where we are joined now by Locked On Dallas Mavericks host Nick Angstadt to talk free agency and everything in between. How you doing today, Nick?
Oh, I'm doing better than the Dallas Mavericks are, I think, right now at this point.
You know, during NFL free agency, everybody was looking at, the Dallas Cowboys and, not being able to keep, who they needed to keep. And then what happens is it happens again with Dallas, with Jalen Brunson. What are the vibes like within the organization?
I mean, they're probably similar to the way they are at the Cowboys, right? Like, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, head to Denver, head to New York, like, do whatever you can, I guess. But for the Dallas Mavericks, with the Christian Wood trade before free agency and before the draft and all that, it seemed like they had taken a step forward, right? You add somebody that can be a 20-10 guy. Then they go into the draft, they get Jaden Hardy. That's like a fun move that everybody says could have some really big upside. And then when Jalen Brunson leaves, it's just a huge step backwards. You lose somebody that had taken a huge leap forward for you and gives you one of the things that you really need in the NBA, and that's shot creation. Oh, we saw it in the playoffs. We saw it especially against the Utah Jazz. When Luka was out, Jalen Brunson could carry the show, and now the Mavericks have Spencer Dinwiddie, but other than that, they don't really have anybody else that can do that.
That's true. But when we talk about Jalen Brunson, apparently the backup plan was grabbing Luka's Slovenian buddy, Goran Dragic, in free agency, and then he went and signed with the Bulls. I mean, it just seems like one thing on top of another for the organization.
Well, whose backup plan, right? Because we heard from Mark Stein the day before Goran Dragic got signed that, yes, the Mavericks do have some interest in Goran Dragic, which how many years in a row have we heard that?
Yep.
And so for them to not be interested in Goran Dragic enough to add him makes me think one of two things. Either they're confident in the Luka, Dinwiddie, Jaden Hardy, like Frank Ntilikina kind of guard rotation that they have right now, or they're waiting on the Kevin Durant thing. They're waiting on the Kyrie Irving thing. They're waiting for all those trades to work out. And they know that they're getting somebody in one of these trades.
I mean, speaking of Kyrie Irving, we heard the rumors about the Mavericks possibly wanting Kyrie Irving now. And to me, that's a long shot. But, I mean, let's talk to an expert here. What does it look like for the Mavericks? Do the Mavericks have any interest in Kyrie Irving?
Well, Shams Charania reported a couple of weeks ago that the Mavericks had been poking around and they had shown some interest in Kyrie Irving. Now, teams all the time in the NBA, like GMs all the time, if I learned anything from covering the NBA for as long as I have, is that they're just talking all the time. And so who knows what actually that means? I don't know, for a team that just relied so much on their chemistry, and their chemistry is such a huge, awesome part of what their team was last year. I don't know about bringing a Kyrie Irving into this whole situation, because the last couple of teams he's been on, they've been really happy to see him go, with the Brooklyn Nets, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Boston Celtics. Like, just keep checking him off the list. Like, they're just like, bye, Kyrie, I'll drive you to the airport. Like, we're okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, all in all, we didn't really get to the JaVale McGee or the Theo Pinson coming back. But, I mean, all in all, if you could rate so far at this moment, Dallas Mavericks free agency, what grade would you give it?
I think if I'm the teacher and I'm trying to give it a grade, I'm giving it an incomplete. Like, they didn't put their name on the top of the paper or didn't put the date on it or something. Like, I'm still waiting for something else to come. That, like, they basically, like, they did the test and they didn't do the back, right? Like, oh, I forgot there was a back. So I'm waiting to see if there's something else to have happened. Like, if they do have to fill out that back of the test, to see what happens. Who else do they get? Is there somebody else coming? And if there's not, and if this is the team, then I'm not really super high on this offseason. I'm excited about Christian Wood, excited about JaVale McGee. Like, I think those are really good additions, but you lost something in Jalen Brunson that you haven't replaced yet.